Hi everyone, welcome to Shelf Control. I'm Norm,
I'm Lisa.
and today we're going to unbox Witcher Path of Destiny, the Kickstarter that arrived. This has the Path of Destiny Deluxe, the Deluxe Stretch Goals, and the Geralt free thing that you got if you backed it early enough or you followed it. I'm not sure which. What I didn't get is a lot of the expansions that they had to go with this. I've kind of done what I did with the first Witcher game by Go On Board. I didn't even kickstart that at all. I wasn't sure what if I'd like it or not, but I found it at McKay's. Did I find it at McKay's? What about it at McKay's?
No, it was that crazy, ridiculous special around, was it Black Friday or
That's
around
how I
the
got the
first Nerds?
expansions.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. He got it somehow, somewhere.
And so I picked up the retail version of The Witcher and played it and really liked it. And then there was this crazy, ridiculous sale that went on the same day as the first Nerds Day last year. And so I picked up the expansions for $15 to $19 each. And then I found at McKay's the Kickstarter stretch goals and stuff for it for cheap, so I picked that up.
Yeah, we lucked out.
So we really lucked out on that because we enjoy that game. But so I figured I'd do the same thing with this. I'll just get the base game, and
If we like it,
we'll get the expansions retail when it comes out. But this way, we at least got the stretch goals and stuff, so I don't have to get lucky and find those. So we'll see what happens.
why is there a dress on everything?
That's how they know where to send it.
That's a thick box.
So,
it's a box in a box.
And it's got another box in it with, it's got plastic things to protect the corners. That's
nice.
Really nice. I'll just do it upside down.
Oh, more.
All right, plastic corners. Looks like the same box.
Looks like the same box.
Needs more openings.
Yep.
Going right at you.
Stuff.
All right, so this is
Jennifer.
stuff. So this looks like it's the main game itself. And then we got a box of stretch goals, some wrapping with nothing in it, and looks like something else there. That's the Geralt thing. So
We've got Geralt, we've got Ciri, we've got Yennefer. We've got, oh, his name just went out of my head. The bard.
Dandelion.
Dandelion. And then the other guy whose name went right out of my head.
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Sorry. No, you talk about the game.
So this is one that probably I wouldn't have normally kickstarted. It's a game system that is totally new for this game. Don't have any inkling as to how much I would like it.
I like the box. I like the art.
Yeah, I mean
This looks like the Witcher video game art.
Yes, this is very much the video game, and that's really the reason that I even got this.
I mean,
was
this looks like just like them.
Because it's The Witcher, and I really like The Witcher. Watched all the books.
You watched all the books?
Watched all the books. I read all the books. I played the games.
We watched the Netflix series
We watched the
until
Netflix series with the real Geralt, and haven't felt like going further. So I mean, really, I got this because it has miniatures of all the characters. The original
Boxes.
it's got tuck boxes. All the original in the original Witcher game, you play as Witchers, but it's the Witcher Old World, so it takes place before Geralt. So you don't play as Geralt. There is, with the Kickstarter expansion, you can play as Ciri, but you know, none of the main characters. And in this one, you are the main character, so you can play as Ciri. You can play as Dandelion. You can play as Vesemir, that's his name.
There you go. See, I was just going to do it naturally.
And you can play as Geralt. And I can't play as Yennefer. So that was like the whole reason why I got the game, was because it's got these characters that I enjoy, unlike the other Witcher game where you're just playing a Witcher, which is fun. And I think these are for solo, so you can have the players as a companion with you, I think.
Yennefer's such a badass. I guess your player token.
Yeah, here's like the standees, but we should also have minis.
Oh, we have minis.
Empty tray for holding stuff.
Neoprene mat for the board, I'm assuming.
Yep, comes with the neoprene mat. Let's go ahead and open this up and get a look at it. I'm generally not a fan of the neoprene mats. Depending on how they are, it's really hard to get them to lay flat. So let's spill that out. So yeah, it's got a little bit of curl at that end, but I mean it's generally laying
Yeah,
flat.
I mean if it's weighted enough, it should lay pretty flat.
So yeah, and sometimes when after I open it and it's been rolled up for so long, I'll roll it back up the opposite way and get some of the curve out of it. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean that looks fine. This board is different from like the Witcher board game where you're not moving around the map to go to different places. You have spots where there's going to be cards that you can draft, and spots where you put your mini to say that's the one I want. So it's not a moving around a map thing. It's called Path of Destiny. There's going to be a story that's going to be up here in this book area, and you're going to take actions to try and get the outcome that your character wants from that story. And it's actually based off of the stories in the book, which is great. I'm really
then I
looking forward
shouldn't
to
be
this.
reading any of this stuff.
So those all the different stories.
Well, yeah, I would assume so. Like this is the Striga,
Uh-huh.
and it talks about.
Okay, yeah. So it'll go through the story some.
Okay, then we won't read that. Do you
And
want to see
that
it?
must be, you've got those tuck boxes there for putting the different stories into.
Okay.
And then those are the cards that you will use to progress the destiny in the direction that you're trying to go. I'm going to look at these while you're opening. Yeah, you got Striga. Okay, and then there's the end of the story. Okay, there's the end of another story. So, is this supposed to be?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna have to. Okay, that's turns.
Okay, so these tuck boxes are they're an actual book.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's called the Edge of the
Edge of the
World.
World.
So there must be an Edge of the World story.
And then a Striga, and then the
Yeah, here's the
Lesser
edge.
Evil.
There's the Edge of the World. Let me see if I can find the next start.
There you go.
The lesser
evil.
The lesser evil. And then this one is this Striga. So it looks like three stories in the box. Does this tell you how many?
Oh, there's only 3 tuck boxes, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's just those 3 in the retail. And then here, you can put those back. Take a look at those. Oh, you got the cards open. Might as well look at those. So I'm curious to see how this ends up playing out, because the cards, they're not very thematic. It's just pictures and icons on them. So the cards, when you play them out, they might cost you a token and move something over going towards the direction that you want. It has some pictures of some characters, but it doesn't. There's nothing on it that says, you know, oh, this is such and such doing such and such. You know, these don't seem like they necessarily will thematically make you feel like you're doing Witcher stuff, but hopefully how they interact with the story that you're playing up here will make some sense. I just saw one of Yennefer there. There's Yennefer. That looks like Triss. There's Ciri. I got some of the elf characters. And so it'll be interesting to see how these cards add to the game. It looks like there's a solo mode in here. There's some other stuff in here, probably for solo mode. So.
You want to put those back in the tray?
Sure. Do I go this way?
Yep.
All right.
So then we've got the minis. This is Dandelion here. He's got his instrument there, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, because they have the character that you're putting out here, and then I don't know if this is the point tracker here, but you'll have this.
Oh, that's the point tracker? That's cool.
Going around up there.
I'm assuming this is Ciri.
That looks like Ciri.
Raise it up some. There you go. Right there. And
What's her?
a bird.
Yep. Temple of the Sparrow. Geralt, and he's like, stop.
In the name of love. Yep. And of course his is his school.
The wolf.
The wolf. Hungry like the wolf. Okay. That's a mirror.
That's Vizimir.
And I guess, again, his...
Yeah, he must have the school building as his marker. And Yennefer. Dog hears something.
Up. Yep.
All right, these might need to get painted. I can't quite.
I don't know. That makes me nervous. Because I would have some pretty high expectations on getting these painted.
Yeah, that might be after I do all the Zombicide figures and see how those turn out. And maybe if I had enough practice then to tackle Yennefer herself.
No. I was thinking we would send these off
No, you've misunderstood it, my darling.
Oh,
To
really?
be painted, but I would need the person to be spot on if he's going to be painting The Witcher.
Yeah.
I love you, and I'm sure you do fine, but no. All right, then we've got some other characters. I don't know if that's
Yeah, I don't know if these are.
okay because
This has got to be Renfrey, the girl.
Maybe so.
That he fought against. So
And then
it might have something to do with that. Oh yeah, and then you got the wizard that was trying to kill her, and she's trying to kill him.
and you have them both together here, so that'll be interesting to figure out.
Okay, so this must have something to do with the story that you're going through. That's cool. So this is probably just the what is it called? The lesser evil or something like that.
Lesser evil, yeah. Some I don't know.
So all three of these must have to do with that one story. You remember where they go?
Yep. What have you done? All right. There, yep.
I like that sparrow.
Yeah, me too. Little dandelion.
Hey, is that everything in the?
No.
You got more?
We've got more stuff. Well, we have like the components.
Oh,
We've
okay. All right, so we got wooden cubes
and the color of
colored rings,
your person,
Yeah.
and I mean just little
the
component
standees.
things. Yeah.
If you're using the standees.
And then little bitty cards.
and tiny cards.
Do you want to open the tiny card? I can't find that starting point.
I wonder what the.
And then, maybe the first player marker.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for, but that one's metal.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good job with this.
Our dog's upset over something.
Somebody's
Watch your
probably
fingers.
getting walked outside, and he's like, "Why am I not
And
getting
he's
walked
not,
outside?"
so. He's upset.
Okay, so these just have some different symbols and stuff. Again, no writing on it, so you don't really get an idea of what they could be doing.
That's what
Okay, but this looks like it might be for the lesser of evils, because
Okay.
this looks like looks like it could be Renfrey. And then this is all
Okay, so all parts of the different storylines.
all the mage guy.
Okay.
And then these other ones, these look like they could be something different. Maybe like things to go for each sword symbol on cards in the player's hand at the end of the third chapter. So these might be like some in-game extra scoring that you could be trying to go for. And that's. Yeah, so that's a lot of components for that one story, which is interesting. It seems like their stories they each play out differently. You're not playing each story exactly the same way as you're going through.
Are we putting this up before opening the other box?
So we can at least put some of the stuff off to the side. Yeah, that's cool. It's got the double-sided board,
Yep.
so you don't lose.
Well, we'll just put this on top for now.
So the next small thing is going to be
Struggling.
pretty easy to
There we go.
do. This was the early backing thing.
Oh, you can be Geralt with Roach.
You can be Geralt but Geralt on Roach. So there's two Geralt characters that you can be. I don't know how they differ. One of them's on a horse. And so you got a double-sided board that looks different. This is a pretty big box, so this figure might be pretty big.
Well, if he's got Roach.
Okay, and he's got cards of his own. Yep, that's that's a bigger character.
That's a Witcher on a horse.
So we'll have to see how he plays different from.
Will we find him on top of houses?
It might happen.
Oh.
That might be one of his special powers, is to get lost on top of a house. So if you didn't back it in the first day or follow it or whatever it was to do this, it was an add-on for $10, $15, I think. But it was one that is like, okay, whatever it is to get that for free, I'm going to go ahead and do that and then decide if I want to back it, because I could always cancel and miss out. But I didn't want to decide I did want it and then not get that, because I probably wouldn't pay $15 for it.
But you need a Geralt on a Roach.
Geralt on a Roach. Oh no, this one's heavy, and this is a bigger box than the base game. This is just the stretch goals.
This is just stretch goal
This
stuff?
is just stretch
Oh,
goals.
wow. I'm really liking the art. I just like so much how it looks like the video game.
Yeah.
No, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay.
All right, let's see what's
All
in,
right.
let's see what's in this guy. So I don't even remember what all the stretch goals were.
I don't know of any of the stretch goals. I don't think.
So there's the box cover that she was raving about.
Okay. Okay. So more storylines. We've got A Grain of Truth,
Skellige.
Skellige, Doppler, ooh, Golden Dragon, and The Last Wish.
All right, so that's like.
I like
Is
how
that
they,
all the stories
I
from the
like
first
how they stayed
from the
in-
first book?
in the theme of it all. So we've got punch boards.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 more stories to play through, with the 3 in the base game.
Oh, more characters unlocked. So we've got. Okay, no, that was Triss, on the front. That was Triss.
Triss is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder if she was the one on that other.
Yeah, so there's Triss.
And then we've got
Triss Marigold.
Letho.
Letho. So he's another Witcher.
Yarpin.
Yarpin. Jeskra? Distra. Dijkstra. I can't remember how that's pronounced.
Emil Regis.
Yeah, I like him. Emil Regis. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything in the stories if you haven't read. But this is the top card of this says the Crimson Avenger, which doesn't make sense if you read the books, but it does make sense if you played The Witcher 3. It's Dandelion with a mask on.
I know it was Dandelion.
I don't know if I should spoil that either because it's part of the game, but
I guess little player aids.
okay. Are they for each character? No, this. Who is this?
The GoPro's powering off. These are ships.
Okay. I wonder if this has to do with Skellige. This might have to do with the Skellige storyline.
That's interesting.
Because, like I said, each story plays out different.
Money, somehow. And I guess
Or
score pad.
Another track. There's another
Oh, I missed that last
Skellige
one.
thing.
Pencils.
Pencils to go with your score pad.
More cards.
Alright. So these look similar to the others. The golden dragon.
It's not golden.
Get a shot of that.
Golden dragon.
Golden dragon.
And then I guess there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more characters you can be.
Yeah.
So there's a...
Well, there's the... That's not a character you can be, but he's a character from the story.
Well, but he has...
Is that for him, or is that...
Well, there's one for each of these.
That's not one of these...
Interesting.
That's not one of these characters.
Okay.
So the characters must be somewhere else. These must be all story related.
Give me this. We're gonna... figure this out. Envelopes. The Edge of the World. Striga. The Lesser Evil. Grain of Truth. Skellige. Doppler. Golden Dragon. And The Last Wish. Oh, wait, one more. Open just that. I don't want to open these just
yeah,
yet.
no, I think these were for like additional playthroughs to change it up a
cool.
little bit, I think.
Another-
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Another
but-
coin. Bags for Path of Destiny. Okay, bags for stuff.
Okay.
More cards. Okay, this will be more storylines that go in the tuck boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, Grain of Truth.
No, okay, so the other characters are in here. They're in here with this.
Okay, yeah, because, yeah, the dragon and the wolf don't have
Okay.
a thing, but then everyone else does.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we've got
Yeah.
these guys. That's cool.
So yeah, Triss.
Triss is pretty cool.
Looks like her thing is a fiery
Yeah.
diamond.
Yeah. And this guy with the long beard.
So his is the helmet with the two
Yep.
axes. Yep.
Yeah, they keep it together fairly well. This guy's got crazy hands.
That's the mirror for you. Spoiler: he's got crazy hands. I don't know if you've read the story. That's as far as I'll go. He's got crazy hands.
And then this guy's got snakes. I guess he went to
Yeah.
the snake school.
Yeah, I think he might be a snake.
Okay.
Possibly in more ways than one. And then yeah, this guy, he's got the cane for reasons
That we're not telling you.
reasons that are spoilery. And it's also showing these two fiery looking things for the
This?
dragon. No.
What? Let me see.
It looks like they might be clear. They might be in something else. Yeah, okay. So there's one yellow and 4 orangey ones with little clear fires that play with the light really neat. It has something to do with the dragon, I guess, because it's next to him on the sheet.
Yep.
And that is everything in the box.
It's everything in the box.
That is everything in the box.
What are we gonna do with all this stuff?
I'm gonna have to be building some tough boxes, I guess.
Every time we play this game, we're gonna have to get out 2 giant boxes.
So, yeah, this doesn't look like this is all gonna fit into the base game box. Seeing how the stretch
and
goals
they all,
boxes,
each one has kind of a
nice little compartments.
compartment holder. So
I mean, I like having everything together in one, but I think with the nature of this game, how you're playing different individual stories, I don't think it would bother me so much that it's in 2 boxes. Because it's a pain when you're playing one game and it's like, okay, I want to play this game, I'm including this expansion and this expansion, and you got to open all the boxes. I like it all to just be in the same box, but I think this will be fine.
yeah, we'll make it work.
So, anyways, this is The Witcher Path to Destiny.
It's gonna take a while to figure out how to get all this back in.
So yeah, it's gonna take a while to figure out how to get these stretch goals to work with the base game too. But
I say we play the base game first,
oh, absolutely.
and then introduce the stretch goals. Except I'm gonna be Geralt on a horse.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to. Oh, am I being Yennefer?
No.
Oh. So yeah, I don't see any reason in playing with these new characters right from the start.
Figure out how to play with the original characters.
Yeah. So, anyways, that is The Witcher Path to Destiny. Stretch goals and regular game, and not the expansions.
Not the expansion. Could you imagine?
Now
Was there a big box?
there is no.
Oh my gosh.
There is a slight regret that I have. One of the expansions was to add some legendary creatures that had the big plastic figures for them, and those could be used in this game and in the other Witcher game with cards to make it so they could be part of the Legendary Hunt expansion. But when I backed this, I didn't have any of those. I didn't know that I was ever going to get any of those, and so I was like, I don't need those figures because I don't have any figures for anything else. And now I do. So, but that's an expansion that might come to retail later.
We may get it one day.
And so maybe one day we'll get it.
Or
And
who knows? Someone may turn it all into McKay's.
And we may find out that we just don't like it, don't care, and don't get any more stuff. But
Really?
we got a lot of stuff here to try out anyways, so
You really think we're not going to like this game?
I don't know. It's got those stories from the Last Wish. I think these are probably all the short stories that were in that book. It's going to be a lot of fun playing through those. I have a little idea of how things play out. She's read it, so she'll. But you're going for a different ending possibly when you're playing through, depending on whatever your character's goals are. So yeah.
I'm just thrilled with the art. I'm thrilled that they kept it to the video game.
Yeah, I agree. The art is really good. There's Triss on that corner, that side of the box.
Like I'm not unhappy with the actors they chose in the Netflix series originally. I'm not unhappy with those actors at all. I think they did great. I think they portrayed the characters really, really well. I can't speak of what it is now because we don't watch it anymore.
Yeah,
but
haven't seen it in quite a while.
But I appreciate that the art here is like the video game.
Yeah.
All right, we got some work to do.
Yep.
And then you've got a game to learn. This one's going to be hard not to get quickly on the table.
Yeah.
I'm already itching.
Yeah. This one's definitely one to try. So, is that?
You're gonna have to figure out how to put it all back together. That's the expansion. That's the
I was checking.
goals.
It's 1 to 5 players.
Oh, okay.
So hey, you can play with up to 4 of your friends, or by yourself.
Or by yourself.
So yeah. It looks like we'll be seeing how it plays at 2 first, because we're going to want to get this to the table as soon as possible
Yep.
and not wait for anybody else.
Nope. And David would be interested probably, but we're going through Frosthaven with him, so we're not. We've got way too many games lined up after Frosthaven for him.
There's so many games that we want to show him, but he's like,
No.
we need to get through this first.
Yep.
So when he comes over, that's what we do.
Yep. And Frosthaven's so much more intense that you really only get one scenario a setting.
Yeah, review
So.
for that might be a ways out.
Yeah, for
So.
sure. All right. Well, we've got a dog up upstairs, so we need to go see what havoc he's wrecking on the upstairs. And we got
And I got to clean this up.
he's got a game to put together. So, thanks for following along.
Right.
We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.